Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh jamian. My topic today is about the nafs. And someone who has the nafs that is really unmatched is ابوالفضل Abbas alayhi salam. No one dared to challenge him. Only one look and he would have the challenger in shambles. And he was not only physically strong, he was also mentally strong. And when he was on the river Furat, and he had his hands in a bowl shape, and he had the water in his hand, it was crisp, it was cold, it was delicious, but he didn't drink it. He put it back into the river because he thought about the children and Bibi Sakina back in the tent of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. But who was ابوالفضل Abbas? He was the commander, the captain, the faithful brother of Imam al-Hussein, the guardian of Kulthum and Bibi Zainab. He was a strong and brave warrior, the son of al-Banin and the lion himself, Imam Ali alayhi salam. And on the deathbed of Amir al-Mu'mineen, he gave the hand of ابوالفضل Abbas and he gave it to Imam al-Hussein, and he said that now Imam al-Hussein is now your master. You are the servant of Imam al-Hussein. And ever since that day, he fulfilled every single wish of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein. He treated Kulthum and Bibi Zainab with the highest of respects. And just like his father, he had many of his qualities. He was brave, strong, wise, obedient, and faithful. And just like his father, as he was brave and strong, he would often attack really easily. But this time Imam al-Hussein stopped him. He said, "We have come to teach the truth of Islam, not with our swords and our weapons, but with our tongues and our character." And when the army of Yazid pulled the camp of Imam al-Hussein away from the river, that infuriated him. And he wanted to go fight. But Imam al-Hussein calmed him down and said, "We have not come to fight. Patience, Abbas, patience." And Ashura came. And Ali Akbar gave the last adhan. And it was Zuhr time. The battle of Karbala began. One by one, the companions of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein were martyred. That made ابوالفضل Abbas very restless. He wanted to go fight, but Imam al-Hussein calmed him down by saying, "How can I let you go? You are the captain of my army. You are my backbone. Abbas, how can I let you go?" Somehow he needed a way to go to the battlefield. But then Bibi Sakina came to ابوالفضل Abbas and she shouted, "Al-Atash, Al-Atash, my mashk is empty, it is dry." An idea came to ابوالفضل Abbas's mind. He carried Bibi Sakina to the tent of Aba Abdullah. He told him, he didn't need to say anything. Aba Abdullah knew what he was trying to say. He said, "Go, ابوالفضل, go and get some water for Bibi Sakina and the children in the tent." On that note, he kissed Bibi Sakina and told her to pray for me. To pray for me that I will get the water back to you. ابوالفضل Abbas went to the battlefield. Yazid's soldiers saw him coming. They knew how strong he was. They knew how much of a warrior he was. They were scared. And so when ابوالفضل Abbas reached the river, he asked his horse to drink some water. But it seemed to say that the horse looked at the camp of Imam al-Hussein and looked back at the river. And it seemed to say that how can I drink this water when the children in the camp of Imam al-Hussein go all thirsty and have nothing to drink? When they drink, I'll drink. And so ابوالفضل Abbas filled up the mashk of Bibi Sakina and rode his way and wanted to ride his way back to the camp of Imam al-Hussein. Just then, the commander of Umar ibn Sa'd ordered his men to stop ابوالفضل Abbas from getting back to the camp of Imam al-Hussein. All of a sudden, someone behind a palm tree struck the shoulder of ابوالفضل Abbas. His arm fell to the ground, but he kept his guard and he put the mashk in his mouth. He carried on riding. That did not stop him. Arrows came from all directions. They shot him. He was bleeding. All of a sudden, another person from behind the palm tree struck the other arm of ابوالفضل Abbas. The alam fell to the ground. How come that he carried on riding? Imagine ابوالفضل Abbas on a horse with no arms and only the mashk of Bibi Sakina in his mouth. As long as the mashk was filled, he had the strength to get back to the camp of Imam al-Hussein. All of a sudden, an arrow shot the mashk of Bibi Sakina. The water poured out of it. He lost his strength, so he fell off his horse. But before he did, he called out, "Oh, Master! Imam al-Hussein, my master, come to me. I want to see you for the last time." Abu Abdullah heard ابوالفضل Abbas's cry. He ran to the battlefield only to see ابوالفضل Abbas on the sands of Karbala. He was covered in sand and blood. ابوالفضل Abbas told Imam al-Hussein, "You were the first person I saw when I was born. Now that I am leaving this world, I want your face to be the last." Imam al-Hussein then told ابوالفضل Abbas, "How come you can't see me?" He said, "There is dirt and blood in my eyes." Imam al-Hussein, he wiped the blood and the stuff in his eyes. ابوالفضل Abbas glanced over to Imam al-Hussein. Imam al-Hussein had a wish too. What was it? For ابوالفضل Abbas to call him brother. ابوالفضل Abbas then said, "Brother Hussein, please don't take me back to the camp. I don't want Kulthum and Bibi Zainab to see me like this. I don't want little Sakina to see me like this. I have failed to give them water." And then ابوالفضل Abbas took his last breath on the lap of Imam al-Hussein. Abu Abdullah didn't know what to do, so he grabbed the alam and tied the mash to it. He rode back home, and then little Sakina came rushing out the tent. She said, "My uncle is here with the water." She said, "Gather round, children, gather round. My uncle is coming with some water. Don't you be thirsty anymore." Imam al-Hussein then shouted to Zainab, "Zainab, help me! The alam has come, but the alam إليه راجعون لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين. صلوات بر محمد و آل محمد.